Hi guys, Ghost Raven here and welcome back to another episode of Icarus. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and I'll bring you cool daily videos like this. So we're jumping in pretty much where we left off the last time. We need to go around and do a little bit of mining. We need to go and collect a little bit of stone, collect a little bit of wood. Maybe just store a little bit. We've got a little bit of stone piles over there, but maybe we need to go and get some wood. Maybe do some hunting. Just to try and level up, get to level 15, and then from there we'll be able to get the next technology to be able to build stone walls, and then we don't have to worry about weather storms and our houses burning down anymore. So let's jump straight into it. Let's get farming going. Everything we do in this game, as I said, you get experience for. So we do want to make lots of rope as well, so we are going to collect lots of fiber while we're out here as well. Just make sure we get lots and lots and lots of stuff from our inventory, and we can take it back to our base and we can turn it into rope and we can do what else we need to do with it. So yeah guys, there's not going to be much more than pretty much that today. I think we're just going to carry on building up and just carry on leveling up. And what we're going to do is once we reach the stone, then we're going to be able to do a little bit more exploration. We'll maybe build the contact 4 device, and then what we'll do is we'll go and do some missions and stuff. But for the moment, I just want to get to level 15. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, guys. So let's jump straight into the action. Just make sure we're not going to get hunted by anything. We have protected ourselves with a little bit of a palisade walling around our base. It's not completely finished yet, but I don't think I want to actually keep my base here, so I think it's a little bit null and void because it's going to be worth nothing when we actually get there. But I was actually thinking of maybe building the house either on the island, so we'll create a bridge that will cut across, and what I want to do is we will build on that island over there. So maybe we should chop down the wood on there. So let's just see what we've got here. We've got a little bit of wood, so let's just make what we need to make. I'm just going to queue 2 of those up. This probably is going to be pretty heavy for us, but I'm just going to make a secondary stone pile here. Doesn't like the fact that we are carrying so much. Okay, so what I want to do is just make sure we've got enough food as well. We've got 80 berries, so I'm just going to drink that. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to just bring this down. I like to keep my backpack pretty organized. What is there? There was definitely something running around on the other side of the palisade fencing here. Carrot we don't need. It's a wolf, guys. Let's go hunt the wolf. Where is he? There he is over there. Quite a bad shot, but we managed to kill him, so I'm not too concerned. It looks like our knife is about to break. Didn't realize that, so it managed to cut this one, but it'll break now. Yeah, okay, so let's just go back and repair that. So we need the anvil and we need an iron ingot, so let's just go quickly do that. Where did we put it? Over here. Perfect. We've got some meat going. So let's just repair our knife, and our axe is still okay for now. How's our food? We do have plenty of food coming in. We have 13 there, so let's just, I suppose we need the space for other things. Going to take half of that and just going to fill up our basic water purifier. We don't need as much as that, so we're still carrying around quite a lot with us. How's our water supply doing? Let's just fill it up while we're here. Nice and easy. I just wish you could fill it up from your backpack, but you can't, obviously. And I think this additional meat we're just going to drop into there so it can do what it needs to do. And here we are going to break these sticks down. Make some more. I think we're going to have to make a storage or something just to store the stuff in the meantime, because we have to get to level 15 before it becomes worth anything. Okay, so a little bit of wood there, and this is going to go straight into here. What have we got coming? We've got winds. Okay, so we're going to battle with our house. We're going to have to repair it. Maybe we should make a iron repair hammer, just so that we can repair a little bit faster, and yeah, it's got a little bit more durability, so let's do that. Where is the hammer? I don't think we've researched it. Let's go and have a look. It'll be under tier 2, guys. So okay, water reservoir, wood burner. I'm looking for iron hammer. There we go. Alright, so now we can make one of those. Let's just destroy that. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so we have a little bit more to keep us going. And these are not complaining about much. And we do have 2 carrots, so I'm not really gonna do much with that. So we are cooking these, so we should be able to replace our other meat with this cooked meat. Let's just get rid of some of that. And yeah, we don't really have much space. We need actually a proper stove or a proper oven or something to give us a little bit more space. Okay, so let's just go and drop off our excess stuff. So let's go drop that off. Let's go drop it off. We don't actually need it at the moment, so we're just going to destroy that. This we could put into there, and that we can put into there, that we can put into there, and the wood we can put into there. Okay, cool. And yeah, we need to actually make a storage. I don't know, I'm being silly. So we need 4 copper nails. So that's quite easy to make. I think that makes 10. It does. Okay, so we'd probably make one of these. Hold on. We've got 4. We didn't bring it across. What do we do with it? Oh, we didn't do anything with it. We just left it there. Okay, cool. So let's drop it in and put a cupboard. This will give us quite a lot of storage space. I mean, I would like to get to the stone, but we're going to have to just wait until we can do that. Okay, so all this extra stuff that we don't need in here, so like that and that, we could probably store in there. Let's just keep that in there for now. Okay, that looks fine. And we're just going to get the stuff out of our backpack. Okay, we do have some charcoal in there. Maybe we could actually just put the other charcoal in there. Should probably have done that. And we could just put these back where we found them. Okay, and let's just make 10 of these. Use some of the iron we got. Okay, so here comes the hectic wind. We are kind of prepared for it. Well, we should be at least. Okay, so in the tier 1, there are angle buildings as well. We don't really need them, but just for aesthetics point of view and closing off our shelter, I will build them, but only after the storm has passed. I just want to get rid of, just make sure we can repair and make sure we are awake and good enough to be able to do any of the stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to eat so that they don't go off. We do have plenty of food, it seems. Plenty of meat at least. Should get some variety going as well. Okay, so you can see the red part of the storm is now approaching. But maybe it's not going to be too hectic storm. Let's see. Okay, we actually seem to be okay. We haven't really lost anything. Okay, so not a bad storm at all. And then from a map point of view, so we've discovered a cave and we've been there, and there's a cave that we've been over here, but there is another cave over here, and there is another cave over here. So there's quite a few caves in our direct vicinity. So, but we want to get to, I think the quickest way is actually to go mine or spoiled meat, guys. That's what happens. Okay, so we've got enough space for all of it, all the stuff we need. Just want to see what the time is. It's already 6:30, so we probably should go to sleep. Okay, and welcome to the next day on Icarus, guys. Let's just repair what we need to. We do have plenty of iron at the moment, so just make the most of it. Okay, and we also have crafted some antibiotic tonic, so we can survive in the caves a bit better. Right, so I think let's just go. It's still early morning, so we're just going to be careful of wild animals, especially wolves and horses, because they are going to kill us. Because they are bastards like that. There's a wolfie. So I'm not even going to worry about collecting. Okay, let's not worry about that. And there is another cave out this way, as I showed you. So if you have a look at the map, it's kind of sort of in this vicinity. I think actually in this corner over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run till we reach the cliffside on this side. And then we'll run along the cliffside because it's a safer journey for us than trying to run through the forest. Just make sure we do collect some of those every time we see them. Usually there's quite a lot around, but this time around it doesn't seem to be that readily available. It's quite nice, there's quite a lot of resources out this way. It's also a longer journey than we made before, so we just need to watch our stamina and make sure our stamina doesn't get too low. Because if we do get attacked, we have enough stamina to be able to fight back and to be able to run away if we absolutely need to. So I would actually like to make one more ramp. I think one is not nearly enough. So if we can just do something simple. And as I said, everything we do gives us XP, so it's good. Alright, so that's another ramp for us. Because we are going to want to get to higher places in the mines. Okay, so I'm just constantly looking to the left of me so that we don't run into any bad creatures. Let's hope that the mine's open. It's not, so we have to dig our way in. Okay guys, so level 14. One more level to go, we still can't get in. Just want to farm the worms nice and quickly. Now it sounds like there's bees in here guys, so we just be careful. Like that. Okay, so this is a deep mining ore, so it's iron deposit. So we have a constant supply of iron, not too far from our base. Are there any more worms in here? What is this? This is copper, so we have, that's awesome. We have copper and we have iron readily available for us. I hate it when the nodes are in the rock like that and you can't get them all out, so you're not getting the full value out of the node. When you have the high quality pickaxes later on in the game, so you get platinum and you get titanium, and then with those they chop more iron in a single stroke, so you're more than likely able to get all these little ores or these little nodes that have gone into the rock. So it's just one way. So if you don't want to farm them right now, what you can do is you can come back at a later stage and you can do it with a much higher quality pickaxe. Okay, we're just here basically for XP, so mining iron is really good XP. Or mining ores in general are generally very good XP. There's another iron here. You need copper for electronics, and so you need gold as well. We can't farm, I think we can actually with an iron pickaxe, but I'd rather get to the platinum because, as I said, for each strike you actually get more ore out per strike. So it's actually much better to have a better quality pickaxe before you go and start mining the more hard to find resources like gold. You see there's a gold ore node over there. The other thing we're going to need a lot of is the stone, obviously, because we're now going to be, instead of making things out of wood, we're going to be making them out of stone. So we need iron for the iron nails, and we need stone to be able to actually make. So we're already over encumbered, which is a little bit crazy. So let's just drop the wood and the stone. We don't need any of these things. Okay, so we've actually got quite a lot in our backpack, which is pretty good. Now we've got pneumonia, which doesn't help us. We do have the potions to be able to counteract that, but you can see now the mining is a little bit more difficult because it takes a little bit longer. The stamina is much lower, and it goes down a lot quicker as well. Okay, so I think that's good enough for now. It's quite a lot of resources. I can just show you guys how we can get the one slightly higher up. So what I normally do is I just normally put in a base like that, and I put in a staircase, and that lifts us up and brings us to the right height just to be able to mine this easily. So you can go up quite high, because as you know, you can build up quite a lot, so and then you just push Y over the items and it destroys them for you, so it's perfect. Okay, so let's get out of here. I think let's head back to base. I heard a wolf. A very distinct sound. You can hear a wolf. So, okay, so let's just drop in. We're going to take one of these. Okay, so you see it immediately cures our pneumonia, and now we are able to carry on as per normal, like we never got it. So there's a couple of other ways to counteract the pneumonia in the cave. So you get an item, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but what it does is it produces good quality air, and it takes out any of the bad air. So you're able to live and basically carry on in a mine indefinitely as long as that machine is running. I think it's in tier 3, so if we have a look, we can go to the tech tree, we can go and have a look at tier 3, even though it's locked. But, so here's the copper wire, which is obviously, and then there's the platinum ore, there's the gold wire, so we're going to need both of those. The biofuel lamp is also really, really cool. So we have to make a biofuel somewhere in the beginning or somewhere, but you have to make a biofuel, let's find it, and then maybe it's in tier 2. I don't see it, so maybe it's in tier 2. Yeah, so we've got the wood composter, which helps us to make fertilizers and stuff. So we haven't selected any of those. So we've got the curtains, we've got a textile bench, basic fishing bench. We don't need the backpacks because we have a decent one. We've got the palisade. We could get some fortifications, but I'm not going to be too worried about that right now. Curtains we don't need. A lightning rod, probably until we get stone, but we are getting quite close now, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so this helps us carry more wood. I think I want to do more combat. So cheaper bow crafting and have increased durability. So let's do something like that. And double chance when crafting arrows. I'm not too worried about that. Cheaper bow crafting, resource cost, no. Multiplier, so that'll make our damage more. And do we have a solo? We do have a solo. So decreased oxygen, increased wood from felling. If anything, we're probably going to need stone. This helps with survivability, so so melee damage we don't really need, but we need to get it taken in order to be able to get here. So let's rather go for movement speed. You can see we're running quite quickly already. Right. I kind of ran into that horse. But it's okay. Alright, let's head straight down. The drop pod should be somewhere here as well. Oh, it's up there. It's quite a lot further up. Wait, I saw... No. I'm seeing things. It's quite a mission to move all our deployables when we want to move base, but I think we should move somewhere in the center. And we can have a nice bridge that comes across the water. So I think maybe from this point to this point, and this will be sort of the entrance into our base. Just want to see the shortest point to get onto the island. Okay, so we are crafting lots of food. So let's just do a little bit more. We've got way too much iron now. So let's get a little bit closer so we can actually click on it. Okay, we're probably going to need to do a little bit more space. Okay, so this will be in our herbalism bench. We can drop these in. So let's just make another one while we're here. And we'll actually just max it out. Let's just make as many as we can. XP. Okay, so we have used a little bit of that. We've used a little bit of that. This is still recovering. You see, when we get the stone structures, we use quite a lot of rope. So, okay. Just go mine a little bit of stone, I think. Just in preparation of us. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Preparation of us getting stone. So, stone walls. Okay, so let's just craft, we can make another one of these, so let's just make one and then add it to our slot so that it remembers, so any one we make from going forward will be in the same slot. Perfect, okay. A little bit of a boring task, but what we're doing is we're getting XP at the same time. We should be collecting some fiber and making rope as well. In the eye, guys. That's quite impressive. Okay, we do have a gate right here. I mean, he's all the way over here. That was a really good shot, actually. We're going to need the leather as well. I think we should really make a few more of these palisades. So we need iron nails. We do have a lot. We made a whole bunch in here. So let's just take some of these. Drop this in here. Okay, how many can we make? We can make 3. So it's XP. And we are going to need sort of, I think that's a gate over there. So we're going to be closing off our defensive perimeter. Okay, we definitely need more wood. Okay, and we've just got fire constantly going. We don't really need to, but we do have enough wood, so we actually need to collect a whole bunch of wood, guys. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, yeah, we definitely have to farm some wood, but maybe this should be enough to close us off. Just want to see. I want to go back the other way. Like that, yeah. Okay, I don't know what that was. I pushed a button by accident. Okay, so we've actually closed off. We've got a nice perimeter fence. That's quite good going. Quite excited about that. Okay, we don't need to carry as many as that. So I normally just carry about 2 on us. So I can split the stacks by holding down shift, and then I just pretty much do that. Okay, so let's just repair our iron pickaxe. And this is going to farm a little bit more stone and a little bit more wood. We should probably put in a gate here, actually. It's a bit silly that I didn't. You can actually hear that one of our feed buffs has fallen off. There's a piranha swimming through the gate. He was a little fatty, so I don't know how he got through there. A little bit crazy. Oh, there we go, guys. That's exactly what we were waiting for. Right, let's go and do what we need to do. So let's go and find our gates. Run out of stamina as we're about to run in back into the house. That's a little bit crazy. Definitely a little bit crazy. Okay, so let's carry on. Where's our gate? This one. Our beautiful little wooden house. So cute on the hill. Okay, so there's more than enough there now. We don't have to worry about our water and our oxygen, but we don't have to. So let's just, I'm going to just hold off a little bit on that for now. So if we go into our tech tree, we are able to make the masonry bench, which then gives us the ability to make stone. Okay, carpentry bench, which is also quite important. So it gives us more advanced wood and stuff. We do have 7 points, but this is our main focus here. So let's just build the masonry bench. So we need 20 iron nails. Let's just make 10. Okay, so that should be enough to be able to produce it. So I'm going to craft it now. Oh, we had nails there. Oh, we needed 120. Okay, so we need to drop this down. This is going to give us the ability to make stone now. So this is absolutely awesome. So our priority is to get the house going first. So we need stone, we need iron nails, and we're going to need the leather. Let's just take most of the leather. Alright, and iron nails. So I'm just going to produce 20. Okay, and we need lots of stone. So we've got 400 sitting out here. Yeah, so let's go and drop that in. Alright, so what are we missing? We're missing wood. Actually, forgot about the fact that we need wood. So let's go and farm some of that quickly. There's wood all around us. As long as we don't get attacked, we should be fine. I don't know if our gate took any damage. The tree did kind of fall and then fell on top of our gate, so it seems to be fine. Okay, so we definitely don't need this palisade fencing. We don't need to carry this around with us. Okay, so now we should be able to put in some wood. So let's just drop this down because that's the least in order of importance. It's easy for us to get wood and stone, and then from there it's easy for us to do everything else. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3. So we need 6. We need 10. 10 wall pieces. And you see how quickly we can go through our stone and how quickly we go through all of our other things. Okay, so we don't really need more iron at the moment. We're still kind of doing okay. I'm only worry about it when we start running low over here. Okay, but we are going to need other things as well. Okay, so let's just do an upgrade. So I'm just going to grab the 4 that we've currently got, or the 5 that we've currently got. It's going to keep making for us. Okay, so we don't need to actually break the wall down, so you can just right click. It's unable to upgrade for some reason. Okay, let's just see. Alright, so I push the R key and then I use the mouse wheel to move around to the particular item. And I right click. Okay, so we have our first stone walls, guys. So very hectic winds can still do a little bit of damage, but it's obviously got a hell of a lot more durability. If you have a look at our wooden walls, they're only 1,000 durability, and these are 2,500, and it's made out of stone, so it's much more hardy. It's much better for us. Okay, so that's all of our stuff that we need. So nice and easy. Okay, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roofs. And once we've done that, we are pretty safe, guys. We're not going to have to worry about storms anymore. We do have enough to be able to do that. Okay, obviously the problem is we now have the wooden walls. So we can just put the wood back in, and then I'll just go and drop the other resources where they need to be. So you can see we've used quite a lot of our wood. So let's just do a little bit of that. And we can just drop these in here. We are going to be using those soon, but I just want to get the upgrading done. Looks like we have more than enough resources to be able to get a little house full of stone, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so same sort of thing. I'm going to go to the repair hammer. I'm going to push R and choose a stone. It's fine, so it needs to be repaired. So it actually did get damaged the last storm. Don't know why I'm saying it has to be repaired first. Okay, so now we have 8 of those, but we do have So we are going to need 1, 2, 3, and we're going to need 4. So we're going to need 3. I don't know if we're going to have enough wood. So 1, 2, 3 to be able to protect those roofs, and then 1 more to change the stairs up. Okay, so we're perfect. We actually do have enough. I'm just going to consume. I'm going to fill up our oxygen, fill up our water. So let's go back to our inventory. And then I think the next episode, what I'll do is we'll assign some skill points. We'll start building some other things. Just make our journey and life a little bit easier on Icarus, because at the moment it's quite tough. Okay, so we say we want to upgrade those. Let's just get the oxygen back, and then we can get our water back. And then soon we're going to be able to start making steel, and then we can start moving on to much more advanced stuff. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to and just like that, we are protected from the storms. Absolutely awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and I will definitely catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.